Five, four, three, two, one. Liftoff.
Happy Taco Tuesday, all. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Ray Fuentes, and today I'm trying something new. I'm going to be off camera, taking a page right out of the book from my dear friends and mentors, DAI and Brad Kimes. I've got nothing but mutual love and respect for the two gentlemen, the two legends, so I figured I'd give this a shot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and here we go. Today, I'm excited to give you all an update on the crypto market, starting with a quick snapshot of the market. Thanks to Merlin's trusted platform, the crypto market is looking a little red today. Bitcoin is down 2% on its 24-hour moving average. You know, this is a slight pullback, but really we're moving sideways in the grand scheme of things if you were to zoom out. And XRP is not at the top yet. It is located at the 8th spot at 48 cents per XRP. So quite the bargain still, ladies and gentlemen. Some big news today. Ripple released its Ripple Impact Report of 2023. The Ripple report highlights, or the Ripple Impact Report highlights the company's recent milestones achieved in regards to financial inclusion, education, sustainability, and local communities. The company, and let me bring up their the report. The company has made more than 185 million in donations since 2018. Since 2023, over the past 12 months, Ripple has made more than 25 million in grants, 1 million in carbon credits tokenized on the XRPL, established relationships with 56 global university partners, which piqued my interest because which universities are they working with? And that information, it can be found at ripple.com/impact/UBRI. UBRI is Ripple's University Blockchain Research Initiative, which is basically a repository of blockchain research information and innovation conducted at universities from around the world. Universities including Berkeley, University of Texas at Austin, Cornell, Duke, Georgetown, Michigan, Zurich, Korea, Penn, and many others. So as you can see, Ripple is not a fly-by-night company. They're working with central banks. They're working with large financial institutions from all over the world, and including universities, which I believe is a phenomenal strategy for potentially tapping into extremely gifted talent coming into the workforce. So I think there's a lot to unpack with the relationships that Ripple is establishing, not just within the financial sector, but beyond. Some major news that also came out today is the fact that Uphold is ending its support for various stablecoins, including the largest one in the world, which is USDT or Tether. As Dr. Martin Hiesbach, head of Uphold's institutional research division, there's unfortunately no choice here. Rules are rules, and we, Uphold, remain compliant as always. And that's true. Uphold is working within the legal construct globally or worldwide to be a key player, or to be at the center of everyone's financial lives. There's no question about it. The company, you know, it's funny. It says always, we remain compliant always. And this is the company that had always sold XRP on its platform, regardless of the noise around the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. So while all exchanges were removing XRP from their platform, Uphold was the only one, and a couple others were the only ones to maintain that digital asset and making it available to their global community, their global customer base. So what is it that Uphold knew about XRP that empowered them to make those decisions and to always stay in compliance? We heard on stage at the XRP Las Vegas conference, Simon McLaughlin say that they took heed to their legal, to their attorneys, their legal guidance. And so what did those attorneys know that potentially the legal teams of other exchanges or other parties or market participants didn't know? That's something that really piques my curiosity. And if any of you in the audience know or think that they know what Uphold's attorneys may have told them, let me know in the comments below because I want to know. Uh, Staying on the Tether train, I want to play this quick clip by pulled by DAI, capturing a quote from Paul Barron, another talented contributor in the blockchain ecosystem. Boom. Game on for XRP, Ripple. I believe also Circles, USDC, and other market participants that are working, as mentioned, within our legal construct, or working with the financial institutions worldwide, including central banks. Uh, Switching gears here, and thank you, DAI, for allowing me to share your content, sir. I appreciate you. Staying on the Tether train, I just wanted to highlight, the reason why people are getting off that Tether train is due to the corruption, or Tether not properly documenting, probably because they can't, their attestations or the collateral that's backing their tethers, the units of account. So we'll see what comes about of Tether as they get their wings clipped here, and as all these major exchanges, I believe Uphold is one of the first, and soon to be one of many, to delist that stable coin as these new MiCA regulations are coming out of the EU. But again, there's some really nasty narratives coming around Tether that we've all known about in the XRP community for quite some time, from their Ponzi schemes, to human trafficking, tied to terrorist organizations. So we've been talking about this Tether bubble about to be burst for quite some time. And a gentleman that knows it best is Versan from Black Swan Capitalists, who I had the privilege of brushing elbows with at the Quantum Summit in 2024 in Cape Canaveral, Florida. He's a wonderful man, very talented and educated individual. But like he mentions here, Bitcoin's rally is being fueled by U.S. government buying bonds through stablecoins, aka potentially Tether. Because every time we see Bitcoin go up in price, there's a whole bunch of Tether being printed. And so essentially he says USDT Tether is a product of Bitcoin, simply playing the bad bank. But what's backing the USDT uh, is the dollar. But what is backing the US dollar? Nothing. And so that's what I think. This is a very peculiar times for all of us. Stablecoins is center focus on the global stage, and for the right reasons. I mean, the US dollar is basically the world reserve currency. And if it's losing confidence, then we need to act fast and reinstate that confidence through new forms of currency, or digital dollars. We'll call it digital dollars, being backed by real world assets such as commodities, real estate, or bonds. So basically, it was, rather than just transacting or having pieces of paper in our wallets these days, transacting with just pieces of paper backed by nothing, we'll actually have a new form of digital money that is backed by real world assets, including gold. And so, this is why I want to shift gears, and let me see if it's this post here. Is this post came out yesterday about Tether being backed by physical gold. I think Tether is grabbing at straws now, doing what they can to save face as these narratives are coming out, the narratives that we've known for quite some time. But so at the end of the day, I don't believe that this is really going to help them, help Tether. Do they survive this? Potentially. I think so. They're instrumental to the overall ecosystem. But now we have other players that are on track to take up that market share. So, but at the end of the day, regardless, I believe that this narrative about Tether being backed by physical gold is simply just to put in perspective that this is where we're going as a world. We're moving to a world where our currency, as mentioned, is backed by real world assets. So this way, we're not just uh, paying for something that's getting inflated into nothing and we're losing our purchasing power. So things to be mindful of. Back onto Verson from Black Swan Capitalist. I wanted to just play his thoughts in regards to what bubble, in regards to Tether being a bubble. Check this out. It's a bubble waiting to burst. Again, this quote here came out or was from about 2 weeks ago now. As mentioned, we've known about Tether and these nasty narratives for quite some time. So if you're trading into assets that are uh, using or leveraging trading pairs involving Tether, I highly suggest you watch what you're doing and maybe discontinue that type of trading because, as you can see, the market's moving, and um, and you gotta you either get on the train or you get run over by it. But here, shifting gears off of Tether now, I wanted to just bring perspective to a post by Blockchain Backer, a wonderful human being and contributor in the market. BCB mentions it's looking interesting for XRP after reaching historical extremes. A massive weekly bearish divergence shows up for a total of XRP USD for a total versus XRP USD right at resistance. The MACD hits historical extreme and the MACD flip has begun. When these events occurred in 2017 and 2021, XRP outperformed. So this is very bullish for XRP as we are as the market is heating up. But let's also keep in mind this isn't the same market as 2017 and 2021 because now we have ETFs that have entered the market, which locks up liquidity, and then we also have stablecoins coming into the fold with Tether getting its wings clipped. So we'll see what happens to the liquidity in the market and which player becomes that new liquidity provider. I'm hoping it's XRP. I think we all have a good feeling that XRP is going to be playing that role. And for those of you who are curious or still want to know what this MACD means or MACD is, feel free to go check out investopedia.com. They have a plethora of information out there. But the MACD is a moving average, convergence, divergence. It's a technical indicator. It helps investors identify price trends, to measure various momentum, and identify entry points for buying and selling your preferred digital assets. So again, key takeaways are it's a technical indicator to help investors like you and I identify when to enter and exit your investments. So very important. Thanks for sharing, BCB. Love you mucho, sir. Hope you and the fam are well. Now, before I let you go, I want to play a couple clips. One being from Brad Kimes, aka Digital Perspectives. He's up on stage here. Let me pull this clip up. I want to be right on the money. He is up on stage with J. Christopher John Carlos, former CFTC chairman, who's a legend as well. I've had the privilege of interviewing him twice, once at Consensus in Austin, once at XRP Las Vegas. And both times I left the conversation much smarter, and then also with a great understanding of how wonderful of a human being J. Christopher John Carlos is. There's no doubt in my mind why his wife has stuck around all these years and just danced through the journey of life with him. He's a phenomenal individual, and I'm proud to just be in the room with someone like him. He's very intelligent. I'm going to play the clip. And he's right. So that's why the world is moving towards adopting new forms of digital money backed by real world assets, restoring that confidence that was removed way back since President Nixon's presidency, when they took us off the gold standard. So great words, Brad. And thank you, sir, for your mentorship and for the ability to share your wonderful content with my community. Love you mucho, sir. Shifting gears, I want to play one clip from a recent interview I did with a gentleman named Zach, aka Zester, who I met at the Quantum Summit in Cape Canaveral. Zach, who I'll put on screen here in just a second, is from Puerto Rico. His family moved from the US to Puerto Rico. They came into the money from digital assets, and they're doing their best to preserve that wealth and also grow their own businesses. Zach is owner of an established exchange and is also hovering above the target in regards to all things blockchain and regulations and the future of blockchain. I'm going to play that interview right now. Thanks for tuning in. What do you think the crypto market looks like post-regulations? And then I'd also like you share what you think the government, even the government framework, looks like post-regulations.
Many people think that blockchain technology, that the most important thing is going to be in the financial sector. It's not. Blockchain technology is going to end up being the way that we get to have a voting system that we can actually prove is true. Are the regulations designed to increase centralization of power or decentralization of power? And so when you see those giant skyscrapers in New York City, most people assume those companies are actually based in New York City. They're not. They're owned by a company in Puerto Rico. They have been for decades. I mean, heck, the IRS is incorporated in Puerto Rico.
Now, that's something I was new to me. The IRS is incorporated in Puerto Rico. Very interesting. While I'm having to pay all my taxes and get scrutinized by the IRS. But anyways, shifting gears, on the screen you have right now is a video I put out on my Twitter page, X page. I'm giving away an ARC plate to a lucky follower of mine. To enter the giveaway, drop a lock and key emoji in the comments below. And I'll be announcing the winner tomorrow, June 19th, during my next production. And this giveaway is for U.S. residents only. Thank you for your participation, and thank you for engaging and following my channel. I appreciate you. So this is the least that I can do. And lastly, before I let you go, I just want to give you a friendly reminder and let you know that I will be having Linda P. Jones on my channel for a live stream this coming Friday, June 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering the Ripple lawsuit, which is supposedly ending anytime soon now. We'll be discussing the IPO window opening back up and some blockchain-focused companies well-positioned to ride that IPO wave. And we'll also be revisiting the XRP Las Vegas conference, touching base on key comments made by respected leaders and entrepreneurs from the space. We'll also be, of course, touching base on stablecoins, as Tether is a major participant in the ecosystem that is getting its wings clipped. So I'm sure we're going to discuss that. And if you have any questions, feel free to join the live stream and submit those questions, and we'll be sure to answer them in the order which they were received. But with that being said, please make sure to smash the like button and subscribe button for this production, as it really helps me lift my channel off the ground. If you have any questions for me or anyone in my network, feel free to leave your questions in the comments below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by and sharing your time with me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your Taco Tuesday. Love you mucho.